Welcome to the Hustle Factory Podcast Show.
All we do is hustle.
And here's your host, John Lindemus.
He's kind of a big deal.
Bringing you amazing insights and views of entrepreneurship on today's society.
What's up, fellow hustlers out there, and welcome to the new episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show, the podcast show where hustle, grind, and passion intertwine together. In today's episode, I will be discussing the misconceptions of entrepreneurship that everyone makes all the time, and also in this episode, I'll be listing out the top 3 misconceptions that I believe people assume too much and think about all the time when it comes to entrepreneurship. So before we hop in this episode, I want to go right ahead and introduce something new and fresh to this podcast show. Starting today in this episode, I'll be featuring some featured songs from a variety of SoundCloud artists and so on. They will be usually played at the near end of every episode, and I hope you guys enjoying today's featured song. And basically, I'm gonna go ahead and explain more about it in the next couple of episodes, and I'm also gonna post a Twitter update about that as well with the new thing. So here it goes. You know what's the beauty of entrepreneurship? The beauty of it is the process and the game itself. I just love entrepreneurship. I mean, to be honest with you guys, there's more than one way why entrepreneurship is just a wonderful path to take and why everyone should get onto it. Anyways, entrepreneurship has been romanticized and glorified in today's society, and it's very easy and obvious why. That's because we live in a capitalistic society that values the creation of ideas, the powerful unlimited potential business opportunities, and of course, the huge potential of affirming wealth and freedom. Besides, we have this fucking amazing yet ridiculously entrepreneur mindset entrepreneurs like Gary Vaynerchuk, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, and so much more. There's a shitload of them out there. The list can goes on forever. I'm not even lying. And you know what else? These big time entrepreneurs actually inspire countless waves of upcoming new entrepreneurs, and that also includes me, who are striving to achieve the same level of success they achieve as well. I mean, I know for sure that I want to get on that level someday as well. I mean, who doesn't? So to be honest though, some of the entrepreneurs that I have mentioned earlier actually inspired me to follow the path of entrepreneurship in the first place, and one of them is the one and only Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. I mean, this guy is literally the boss, and I mean the real OG in the game of entrepreneurship. He has such an amazing insights when it comes to entrepreneurship and as well as to marketing in today's society. And if it wasn't for this guy, then I would not be even in the path of entrepreneurship, and especially even be recording this today's episode and especially even start my own podcast show. And all I can say is thanks a lot for inspiring me to do this, and especially inspiring me to become an entrepreneur and get onto that journey, because after all, entrepreneurship is a journey, not a marathon. So, and also I also want to thank Gary Vaynerchuk as well for putting out all that amazing content that he always put up on social media, and especially on his podcast show as well. Keep grinding and keep hustling, Gary. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with the first misconception of the entrepreneurship. Let's do this. So the first misconception of entrepreneurship is entrepreneurs are born to lead. Before I start my discussion, or should I say my rant about this misconception, I would like to address something little quick. Just bear with me, guys. If you honestly think that this misconception is actually true and you believe that this is perfectly fine and well, then you must be really out of your fucking goddamn mind. You might want to rethink that real carefully and think about if what you're thinking right now is true or makes sense at all. Rethink your mindset, guys. Think about it. Anyways, let's get back to my point. It seems that some people were born as natural leaders or maybe born with natural great traits to become entrepreneurs. But hold on for a second. Let me stop there at this point. Let me rant again for a few seconds or probably several minutes. You really want to know what I think about this misconception? What I think about it is this. It is nothing but pure bullshit. It is 100% pure bullshit and a complete utter nonsense that is only created by ignorant and negative people, and it is the kind of crap that they stick with, and I am extremely disappointed by the amount of people that have this mindset. Isn't this crazy, guys? Yeah, it is actually crazy. But the bottom line is this, and you're probably not gonna like it or at least accept it, because I know for sure that your mind has already been programmed about it, like the way how you think about it and the way how you approach things. So I don't blame you. It's just the way how you grew up back then when you were a kid, that you were taught different things, that you think it was right, but it was actually wrong. But the major point for this misconception is this. In reality, entrepreneurs can come in all shapes and sizes. Simply saying that every entrepreneurs or people are different and act differently as well. Yes, it is still possible for everyone to become entrepreneurs, and that is for real. And as long as they put their mind into it and very A game as well. And at the end of the day, anything is possible. And as long as you do not forget your goals and dreams and your pretty much everything, pretty straightforward, right? So well then, let's go right ahead and get on to the second misconception. Now that we have covered the misconception, here is the second misconception for this episode. The second misconception is that people assuming too much, that entrepreneurship is the easy way in when it comes to getting rich or accumulating wealth. Long time ago, I used to believe in this misconception all the damn fucking time. Like, I believe on this. At first, I thought entrepreneurship is some sort of like a shortcut on becoming a successful person in life and so on. But it seems like that I always see this tons of ads on social media platforms by entrepreneur gurus that they have their own system to get rich and accumulate health and wealth as well. Like, they have this different kind of ads and so on. Like, that was like a couple of years ago and so on, But while it is true that entrepreneurship is the path for wealth building with a huge potential for success and financial freedom as well, and that is very true. No matter how much you don't want to admit it, that is the truth. Entrepreneurship has the potential for you to make an income, not just income, but also to get that financial freedom that you've been craving since you started your own job. And as long as everything lines up to your game plan, then there is no such limit on how much you can earn. And here's what I think it is. On the other hand, you cannot simply think and rely to the fact that entrepreneurship as a get-rich-quick scheme. To be brutally honest with you guys, I have seen so many people treated entrepreneurship as a get-rich-quick scheme, or in short, some sort of a shortcut to their success and so on. That's just fucking ridiculously wrong. That's just too much. I don't know what gave them the idea of that entrepreneurship is some sort of a easy way to be successful and an easy way for you to be happy and so on. The bottom line is this: entrepreneurship is all about the game of process and dedication. Entrepreneurship is a journey, not a marathon. This is something that you do not rush on it. This is something, it takes time. It takes some time to build onto it, to your foundation. And this is not some sort of a shortcut for anyone so that you can make money instantly or become a success overnight. Hell no. Point is, entrepreneurship is a very tough road to go in, but I can definitely almost guarantee you that it will be very rewarding and worthwhile when you get in the path of entrepreneurship at the end of the day. And as long as you get in with the right mindset and the mindset and so on, and I am pretty sure that you guys will rock entrepreneurship to the next level, and so as I am. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes to the final misconception that I would love to address to my fellow entrepreneurs, I apologize, and to the rest of my subscribers as well. The final misconception in today's episode is that people assume too much, that success will come fast or not at all. To put it simply, it simply means that the majority of people in today's society sees the portrait of a successful entrepreneur as an overnight success or instantly. Now, before I go on, let me just explain that again. When I said that the majority of people in today's society, they see like a general portrait of a successful entrepreneur, that their success or their wealth comes in overnight. That's the problem with people these days, is that they thought entrepreneurs like Gary Vaynerchuk, Tai Lopez, Grant Cardone, Robert Kiyosaki, and so many other people, they think it's an overnight success. They think that they become so successful just overnight in one day. No. That's just wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a very absurd and a very stupid mindset to have. What the fuck gave them an idea about that? The thing about it is that I'm really surprised and also extremely disappointed and shocked as well by the amount of people having this stupid mindset. It really is crazy, and at the same time, I am so damn curious why these people ever have this idea in the first place. Guys, do you want to know something? Do you want to know something like little quick? And please, hear me out and listen to me carefully, because this is the OG truth. This is the universal truth. Success will never fucking happen overnight. Hell no. Not in a million years. Not in a million years. Success will be an instant or an overnight success. You understand me? The major point is, success will never fucking happen overnight. Hell no. Now that I've said that, let me get on to the final point. Although, let me be real straight with you guys. The reality is that no matter how much you hate or don't want to admit this, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, the real gist is that it takes a huge amount of goddamn time, hard work, dedication, and most importantly, and this is something that I value the most importantly, is that the guts to never give up no matter fucking what. And sooner or later, all of your hard work and struggles will finally pay off and everything will be fucking amazing and lit. #truth. Now, before I wrap up this episode, guys, if you guys remember in the beginning of this episode, I've mentioned something very important regarding about about for the show. Like I mentioned earlier, starting today, I'll always be featuring some of the individuals who are on SoundCloud promoting their music and so on. So to do so, I will be playing like at least a 15 to 30-second clip from their soundtrack, and I will also go ahead and give them a shout out as well. Sounds pretty cool, right? Like anyways, the whole point of that is just every episode there will be a different kind of song. It could be what you call this? It could be a different kind of song. It could be rap, hip hop, rock, dubstep, EDM. It doesn't matter. The whole point of this segment is that I'm here to help them promote their music through SoundCloud and so on. And basically, you'll get more idea out of it once I finish recording this episode, and I will go right ahead and tell you guys more information about it on Twitter or on my Facebook page as well. So, anyways, here goes for today's featured SoundCloud artist, and today's SoundCloud featured artist is Ride Alive. Here's a sample of his song. Hit it.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Counting all of this money. Yeah. Huh. All of them blue hundreds. Yeah. Huh. Counting all of this money. Yeah. Huh. All of them blue hundreds. Yeah. Huh.
So you just heard the sample of one of Ryder's Live soundtrack to hear this soundtrack, and if you want to hear the full song on his SoundCloud, make sure to check out his SoundCloud at Ryder Live, or simply check his SoundCloud profile on my SoundCloud profile, and you'll see his profile there. Or I will also go ahead and leave a tweet by the time I publish this episode as well. And ladies and gentlemen, you have now reached the end of another fucking amazing episode of the Hustle Factory podcast show. So if this is your first time to my podcast show on SoundCloud, make sure to subscribe to my show, and do not forget to follow us on our social media platforms like on our official Facebook page and Twitter as well. You can check them out on my SoundCloud profile page, or go ahead and follow me on my Twitter at H Factory Podcast, and search me up on Facebook at the Hustle Factory Podcast Show, and you will immediately see me there. Lastly, I would like to thank you guys again for listening to this episode, and every time I publish a new episode on this show, it gets me so excited and pumped up to talk about it more and more often. And lastly, what do you think about the episode today? What are your thoughts, and what do you think about it? Like, what are your opinions? So make sure, if you have some thoughts, make sure to share your thoughts on our Twitter and Facebook page at the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Hustle Factory Podcast Show. Later. Peace.